Hey, what's up, Internet? It is the end of the first day of Ultimatum League, technically. It's 3 a.m. Been online for 14 hours now, excluding about an hour of maintenance that took place. I've been online in-game for 6.5 of those hours. So the other 6.5, I suppose, I spent staring at the login screen. Yeah. Needless to say, it has been a rough first day for Path of Exile. We're only in Act 7. I just finished my second lab, mercifully. I just went straight in there when the servers came back online and it let me finish them. It looks like the servers are alive. I don't know, let's walk and talk. Maybe we'll find an ultimatum. I'm not going to make this a long video because there's not much to say. I'm in Act 7. I have 2 labs done. I haven't been able to play much. And if you're watching this video, you probably haven't either. Because all of us were in the same boat. Although some of us got to play more than others today. And I'll leave that topic at that for now. I suppose what I will say is when the servers are working, the early indications of Ultimatum are that it is a little bit like a more refined Ritual League, like we expected. The modifiers are more interesting, the monsters are far more dangerous. It's a little bit cooler looking. The rewards at low level are certainly better. If you take a look at the kind of gear that I have access to, I have tons of these. Look at this. Triple res, life, open prefix. The boots aren't that great. I had a lot of 6 mod items. This is a 46 life, 4 all res, 2 extra res, +1 physical, cast speed, fire damage to spells. Like, I've got some really nasty gear. The well-rolled aspect of Ultimatum is really, really powerful, but it also feels like it feels pretty risky to try and get the next wave. Like, the monsters are quite dangerous. The rares are very tanky. A lot of the mechanics do a lot of damage if you fail them. It really, I have to imagine that people in hardcore are skipping the mechanic entirely, or they're being really careful because it feels very dangerous, which I think is good. In fact, let's run across one here. Which one do we have? 2C, I like it. So we've got Choking Miasma, which is like a little chaos cloud that follows you around. This one's one of the easiest ones, at least the tier 1. Stalking Ruin, this is one of the other really easy ones. It spawns like an invulnerable ghost that slowly follows you, and but it hits you with this Ruin mechanic, and you will fail the entire Ultimatum if you stack 7 things of Ruin. Raging Den is one of the harder ones, I think, especially if you level this up, and you'll get some skulls that are stationary during the wave, and if you go near it within a radius, it'll start to charge up this fire blast that is like a cone. So the farther it shoots, the wider the fire hits. And it does, especially at lower level, it does a lot of damage. Let's do the Stalking Ruin one because it's easy and I want to make sure that I get this 2C. Hopefully the server is still alive and I'll actually get this 2C. But you can see these rares, look at how tanky they are. I do a lot of damage for this level. Those guys are not messing around. They are not that scared of me. And we've got a very nice hat. But we'll do one more, but you can see this is not easy. Like, those monsters are not messing around, and I don't have a lot of room to move here. Now, I can run out of this barrier if you look. You get like a timer that says, you know, return to the ring. I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. Like I said, I want to make sure I get those 2 chaos. But you can step outside of the ring, which makes it a little bit easier to bail, for example, unlike Ritual where you had to log out or portal out or something to get out of a Ritual if it was proving too deadly. So hardcore people at least do have the option to just leave. But those modifiers get pretty juicy. I'm hoping that, you know, once I have more gear and I'm in freezing full setup, it'll be a little bit easier for me to see how well our build can survive the higher waves. I'm honestly hopeful that the servers are getting fixed. The fact that I haven't gotten disconnected in the recording of this video is a pretty decent sign, because at least for the past 4 or 5 hours, I would have been disconnected within 5 minutes. And we've actually gotten quite a bit of currency. If you look, you know, 8 fusings is not a ton, but I was able to buy my soul mantle already. So this was 9 chaos. It's a level 70, so I wanted to make sure I could 6-link it, or at least 6-socket it. But I still have 17 C left over. I found an Astramentus from one of my ultimatums. I have a bunch of essences. I just added 2 more C to that. And I've got some really powerful gear. So it does feel really nice to use the ultimatum mechanic at low levels. You're getting a decent amount of currency and really good gear for your time. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to drag this video too much, because I just thought it was funny that the server was in such bad shape, and they also made such a bad decision with the queues that this really was a bad day, I think, for Path of Exile. But I'm hopeful that the next, you know, few days everything will sort of return to normal, and we can explore the league mechanic a little more, and things will get back to normal. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.